Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we are going to go over some updates on some of our favorite mid-cap gaming altcoins that we talk about quite a bit on the channel. We actually talked about all three of these in a dedicated video here recently. So if you guys are a fan of crypto gaming and kind of updates that we give you on projects in the space, keeping up to date in the Web3 gaming markets, because I do think gaming is going to be one of the hottest sectors and narratives as a whole this cycle. And we're going to take a look at just how the updates in the sector make me very bullish on these projects, because if we look across the markets right now, we can see that Bitcoin is getting close to that 65K range. Obviously, with everything that's been going on in the world, in the US here over the weekend, politically, uh, that could have a big impact on the markets, as we're seeing here. Bitcoin taking aggressive moves, over the 24 hours, up over 3%. 7 day up 13%, which is a huge move on Bitcoin. And obviously, we're seeing the markets, the rest of the altcoins kind of follow Bitcoin's course as it usually does, as we're seeing a lot of greens in the markets here right now within the top 100, top 50 coins. And obviously, that has a trickle down effect to the lower altcoins. Now, do I think that this is the start of the true altcoin season? I personally do not, but I think that this could provide, a short-term relief rally or a pump in the short term. But I do think that anyone that is looking at buying or DCing at these levels, just be aware that, again, in my opinion, and I could obviously be wrong, there's a high chance of it being wrong or right, nobody knows, but I do want to say I would not be surprised to see Bitcoin kind of come back down a little bit, and then kind of go sideways a little bit until closer to the end of the year. But that's my quick opinion there. Now that we've given you a quick synopsis on where the markets are at and where they stand, the three altcoins we're going to be taking a look at here. One is going to be starting with Carrot. Obviously, you guys know on this channel, if you've been around, I am extremely mega bullish on Carrot. If you take a look at their Twitter here, they just keep rolling out quality partnerships. So another huge AI partnership for AMGI, the studio behind my Pet Hooligan, and the Carrot coin, with 11 Labs, backed by, I can't even pronounce those names because I might mispronounce them, but Andreessen Horowitz and Sequoia Capital, and founded by Google and Palantir alumni. 11 Labs are shaping the future of AI audio. So AI, gaming, and entertainment, that's Carrot. Huge narratives. Obviously, we've been talking about Carrot, covering it so many times. I mean, again, these guys just come out with partnerships nonstop. And a little bit more about 11 Labs is the premier AI speech synthesis company in the space, recognized as a major contributor to the ongoing AI boom. So, sorry, you can imagine how I'm excited that this partnership is taking place, because when we take a look at 11 Labs, they have a lot of followers. Obviously, they're in the AI space. Partnership just makes sense. And if you take a look more through Twitter, again, they roll out updates and updates, partnerships, more and more. It is hard to be bearish on my Pet Hooligan and the Carrot coin. So that's why I personally think that it's going to continue forming. If you take a look over the 1 month, obviously it's down over the 22 or over 22% over the 1 month. But over the 7 day, up 15%. Over the 1 day, still up over the 24 hours. But again, it's showing strength in these markets. Take a look at the year chart, the all-time chart essentially. The chart looks very good, consolidating. Obviously, we've seen it run up, get as low to 45 cents, run up to about $1.25. And then here recently, it got, in those 46, 45 cent range. And I was screaming, saying that these are insane levels. And here we are, kind of hovering at around that 60 cent range over the 1 month. So over the 7 days. And I think that Carrot potentially could hang around these levels for quite a bit longer, before moving to the next leg up. But long term, I do see Carrot being one of the top performers in the gaming sector. Personally, I think that the fact they're touching on AI, gaming, and entertainment, the partnerships that they have, and also, again, we've covered Carrot so many times, but they have insane backers. They really, really do. I mean, when we take a look at My Pet Hooligan, the My Pet Hooligan website, I mean, we're talking about backers and partnerships from, I think, Pixar, Disney, and a few others. And the game just looks solid. I mean, we have a few videos on this channel just showcasing the gameplay, actually us getting in there, playing the game, and it's fun. It's just a fun time, actually, which is really all that kind of matters, in my opinion. I mean, there's obviously a lot more, but I think that in crypto gaming, the game should be fun. And that's kind of where I'm at with it. And My Pet Hooligan, I've said it time and time again, It's one of the most fun games in the space that I've personally had, but that's just me. But again, good partnerships here. And if you look on their Twitter of the My Pet Hooligan, I think they put out somewhere that they had, again, that those Disney backings and Pixar backings. I'm trying to find it now, but either way, we've covered it in the past. If you guys have been here, you know. Oh, here it is right here. So when we take a look at it, it's a 60 plus member team with the AMGI studio and animation studio behind My Pet Hooligan. We look at the studio angels. I mean, we're looking at big names like Paris Hilton, Tony Robbins, Mark Cuban, Eric Kwan. And then if we look at their team with experience from Disney, Pixar, Riot Games, Warner Brothers, EA, studio partners, again, Prime Gaming, Amazon Prime, Nvidia, Epic Games, Coldplay. I think they did some of the music in there. Bitcraft. So, I mean, the partnerships, experience, the team, the angel investors, they're all there, and it just makes sense. So, where I think Carrot is going long term, I've been saying this for a while now, and I stick to it. Carrot getting over $1 billion in circulating market cap would not surprise me at all. That's very conservative, I think. But again, if we look at that, that's about a 17 to 20x from here. And yes, there is a difference in dilution, as there's only about 10% out of the supply right now. But I do think that because their unlocks are so actually retail favorable, they don't have any unlocks until October of this year, 2024, and then even then, by the end of 2025, the dilution is really minimal. So take a look at the vesting schedule on Carrot. We've looked at it in the past. I'm not going to cover it too much in this video, but Carrot, again, is one that I think is going to continue performing and one I wanted to highlight the most recent updates on with those partnerships. Now, the next one is going to be Myria. So Myria Games, if you look over the 1 month, again, similar, showing strength, only 20% down. I mean, this thing got beneath 0.003, and now it's potentially going to be closing in on 0.004. If we take a look at its 1 year chart, we saw that Myria did perform, obviously circling back to Carrot, it is a newer coin, so I think they launched in May, so we can't go back to when gaming was running in 2023, just want to make that quick disclosure. But if we look at Myria, we saw Myria did perform quite well when gaming ramped up at the end of last year, and I think that is going to continue going when gaming does come back around later on in the cycle, because I do, again, still believe that gaming is going to be good or take off very, very well. And I think it's actually going to shock a lot of people that are fudding the gaming sector right now that are saying, well, gaming's dead, but really the whole market is kind of in this, sideways price action, negative price action. So kind of an unfair comparison. But that's just me, though. But if you take a look at Myria, one thing that a lot of people have been waiting on is actually see Myria's games come out that were actually being made in-house by the Myria Game Studios. Well, if you actually take a look, Hyperplay put out here recently that Meta Rush is now listed on Hyperplay. So you can actually follow Play Meta Rush to join private play sessions ahead of the public beta launch, which I think this is going to, could potentially be one of the momentums that's helping Myria right now, Catalyst, because the game actually looks very solid. I've yet to actually get my hands on on Meta Rush, but good to see that one of the Myria in-house games is actually live now. We can actually play it privately, and looks like they are going to have the public beta launch. But I think it does look like a pretty fun game, and that is just another catalyst behind Myria. Again, they have gameplay of it. If you take a look at Myria here, if you look at the 7-day, also showing strength. Up almost 25% on the 7-day, up 13% alone on the 24 hours. So I think Myria is still going to be a performer. I would not rule out Myria. I don't think that what we've seen Myria do this cycle is anything really yet. I still think Myria is the closest thing that we have to a Gala Games killer of this cycle, comparing Gala Games to last cycle, seeing as Gala Games got to over $5 billion in circulating market cap last cycle. If you take a look at Myria now at a $75 million market cap, that is still, well over a 50x to get to where Gala Games got last cycle, and the fact that their dilution is not even a 2x by the end of 2025, since a lot of that dilution investing has occurred over the bear market last year for Myria. So these are some of the factors, again, that I always bring up why I'm still betting on Myria. I still hold a position in Myria, and that's my stance there. Let me know in the comments below, obviously, on any of these altcoins today, any of these projects, platforms, studio, whatever, what your guys' opinions are, or if there's other ones that are kind of in your favor that you want me to cover or want my opinion on, let me know, or join the Discord link below. Get in there and ask questions. Love talking to you guys. Now, the last one we're going to cover today is here's a Mavia, because we can take a look here and see that Heroes of Myria is actually up for the 1 month, which is pretty rare to find right now. So it's actually up 11%. Look at the 7-day; it is up 76%. Look at the 1 day; 1 day alone, it is up 40%. So Heroes of Myria is insane right now. We saw Heroes of Myria kind of blip, I think, beneath under $1 for at one point there over the 1 month. I believe it did get under $1 or pretty close to. So anyone who scooped that, I believe we were talking about that in the Discord, in the gaming channel. You can actually find it there. That that Heroes of Myria at those levels was a still of an accumulation, and I still believe that because obviously it's being proven right now. Had you bought it in, you would have made a 2.5x right there, pretty quick and easy, especially in these market conditions. You just want to hop on those opportunities. So either way, why are they moving so much? Well, if we take a look, again, we made update videos on Heroes of Myria, but they did announce the Ruby battles. We can actually use Ruby, their in-game soft currency, to actually use it as a betting platform to actually bet against other people using the Ruby token. And they do say that they're going to be having the Myria web marketplace where Myria and Ruby exchange. So earning real money is soon coming to Heroes of Myria. So I do think Heroes of Myria, if they do their play to earn kind of a game economy correctly, which I think a lot of people are betting on them too, and I am on that side too, that we could see Heroes of Myria really catch flame because this cycle, I've said it before, I don't think it feels like we don't have kind of like an Axie Infinity or like a Peg Axie Corbata, kind of like a lucrative play to earn economy yet that's proven to be successful. So I think Heroes of Myria has the best chance of that right now. Obviously, there's other economies that you can get in and earn. We saw Big Time do very well last fall, last summer. But I think Heroes of Myria, if they do it right, this could actually be a huge catalyst, not only for their own ecosystem, but for crypto gaming and Web3 as a whole. Because again, I don't think we've had that hit success play to earn economy yet. Whether it's Heroes of Myria or not, only time will tell. But I think whenever a project nails it and we have that hit factor again, I think we're all going to be shocked of just how much of an impact that's going to have in the entire sector. And it's just going to be one of those big catalysts that really could send crypto gaming to that next level, to that next big leg up. But that's my opinion. Let me know, guys. But I did want to highlight these three projects since we did recently make a video covering these three specific altcoins. And I believe they were all obviously much lower in price when we covered them. Carrot has been, again, as a recap, stabilizing around these levels with our recent partnerships and updates. I see Carrot doing very well. Myria, obviously with their game being live on Hyperplay and maybe giving some access to that, I think Myria is also going to continue to perform well, as I do still see it as the Gala Games killer of this cycle. And Heroes of Myria, it cannot be ignored that one, they have their play to earn economy that is obviously being updated right now. They have the most, I believe, daily active users for a mobile game in the crypto gaming sector, so that cannot be ignored. And they're also on base, so I think they are going to be positioning themselves to be potentially the top game on base as far as users go. Actually being a fun game, and that's subjective, but that's my opinion. And if their play to earn economy again kicks off and people really start to have that earning potential, I think Heroes of Myria is going to have no problems going to its previous all-time highs when it recently launched earlier this year, which was about a $300 million market cap and over $10. So if you take a look at it now, that's about, 3 to 4x away right now compared to market cap to price. And the fact that they do have minimal dilution, it's really no dilution between now and February 2025. So if we do see a gaming run in between there, we see Heroes of Myria do very, very well. Just take that into effect. And I think the base chain is going to get a lot of liquidity injection when they do a base potential airdrop. I mean, again, when you add all these factors up, that's a lot of reasons to be bullish on the project. But as always, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. Just giving you my opinion and recaps on three of projects that I really like in the space, ones that we cover quite often, and letting you guys know this is what's going on. Try and keep you updated. Try to keep you in the loop. Let me know in the comments below, where do you think these markets are going? Where do you think any of these projects that we covered today are going long term? What are your opinions? And do you play any of these games? I'm always interested to hear your guys' feedback. And if you're interested in getting into a community, you guys can join the free Discord linked below or on my channel. Let me know if you have any questions about getting in there. Again, I love the community that we're building there, getting in there, talking to you guys, answering questions, giving you guys my opinions, and a little bit more real time. But as always, feel free to comment below, and I try to answer all you guys' comments. If you guys got value out of today's video, if you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.